I'm Lee Suinian. Today, my teammate and I will be exposed on the application of the KIT 4.0 high voltage construction kit, which is the latest technology from Heafley Hipotronics, Switzerland. The system is integrated state-of-art technology, offering variable frequency experiment to students with adequate security circuit. This kit 4.0 is powered by a frequency converter, which is a device to convert grid frequency and voltage to another frequency and voltage. As a junior testing engineer in FTKEE, we are required to recognize and trace clearly the important section of frequency converter. The first one is trace power cable circuit. It is starting from isolated switch, which is 415 volt, to the power block terminal and distributed to the controlling circuit system and internal transformer of the frequency converter. Next is the connection from the internal transformer to the out terminal block of the frequency converter. Input connection, as you can see in the diagrams, this is the three-phase was connected to 1, 2, 3, and the PE is for the ground of the input cable. If the input cable provide natural ground, then this can be connected to the end, but it is not necessary. For input protection, there are varistors between the three-phase and the PE. Next. The second part is trace lamp and alarm circuit. It is used to identify the circuit of the system, the connection of the lamp, the alarm of the frequency converter, and the last one is the testing gauge, the testing cage. You can see the schematic diagram. It shows 10 pins, but we only use pin 7, 8, 9, 10. Pin 7 is the common of the potential free contacts. Pin 8 is the switch potential free contact for the red lamp. Pin 9 is the switch potential free contact for the green lamp, and pin 9 is the switch potential free contact for the horn. This auxiliary terminal lamp and horn is connected to the cache system. So in our laboratory, every cache has their own alarm. It is more safety for students and people that involved in laboratory. Okay, so next I will pass to my teammate, which is Muhammad Farid Izzat.
Okay, thank you, Lee Sweeney. Okay, I will continue the presentation with the interlock system. So, interlock system is used to monitor the door to the high voltage part of the system and to monitor if the ground rod is taken out from the high voltage. It can also be a door in a safety fence. Mounted around the HV part, you can use the delivered Harting plug with 6 pins to connect the interlock. Take care that two normally closed contacts are used together. The interlock works with dual channel operation, so it will monitor the discrepancy time between the two contacts, and it has cross-shot detection to prevent connecting the two circuits together in fault case. In our lab, we can see the interlock is connected to the door. If the door is open or not closed tightly, the system in the lab will be cut off. So the high voltage experiment cannot be run out. If we want to use the system back, we must close the door properly. So next, next is emergency stop button. So in next slide, in emergency stop button, we have switch off. By pressing the emergency button, the system will be switched off until the input of the kit frequency converter in any operating state. The switch off procedure of the system with an output voltage unequal 0 should only be done in case of emergency, because this procedure means a higher stress for the test object and also for the system. So emergency stop button functions if the system not running in normal normal situation or can come danger to the student. So we must use the emergency stop button. So after we use the emergency stop button, we also must to restart the emergency stop button by follow the procedure. First, we must unlock the emergency stop button and then set the kit FC cabinet in the ready and then press the ready button, and lastly switch on the high voltage by press HV on button, and then the system will running and operate normally back to the normal. So both interlock and the emergency stop button function for the safety purpose for student if anything happen during the lab session. Thank you. That's all from me. I will pass the presentation to Amirul Sufi.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I want to describe about the trace grounding of this system. For the frequency grounding, this is the connection ground connection to the frequency converter kit. Take always care that kit frequency cabinet is grounded with the power ground from the input. The connection should have a low inductance. So next is the schematic of 812X1 hard link plug with 10 pairs. So the ground switch is always switched to the grounded position when software is HV off and power off, and it always grounded when the software is HV ready or HV on. Grounding switch automatically active when certain threshold exceed. A good test field has been separated ground to ensure that the disturbance from the surrounding machines enter the test fields in the case of failure. The earth potential of the surrounding does not rise, cause a damage to electrical equipment. It necessary for the test field to have lower grounding resistance than the surrounding buildings. The following measures are required. Use the ground rod, radial ground wire below the ground surface, a lightning conductor or water main outside of the building grounding. To avoid the ground loop between a different grounding point, the kit is grounded at one only position through the grounding rod. The rod should have a ground resistance of less than 2 ohms. If the resistance of the soil near the factory is known, the first 3 meter rod below the soil level have to be insulated in order to avoid picking up surface current. The two rods are connected with parallel copper foils of 150 mm times 0.3 mm cross section for this example in the picture. This procedure is repeated until the ground resistance of 2 ohm achieved. The grounding rod is not important, but the ground resistance must be below than 2 ohms for personal protections. A local construction company can give you some more details about the depth of the rod. The grounding rod shall be placed to the closed test area. The enclosure ground start with the connected to the ground rod with the strong copper band, for example at this picture, which have a measurement of 0.3 mm times 100 mm. So that's from me, that from us. Thank you.